looking to move to one of the best Dallas suburbs, you've likely heard about Flower Mound, Texas and McKinney, Texas. So, which is better?
Well, stay tuned because today we're telling you everything you need to know about whether Flower Mound or McKinney is the best place for you to call home.
Hey there, we're Bret and Molly Chance with Texas Home Life Realty, and we love helping people find the best Dallas suburb to call home. The Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is a really big area with lots of great cities. So finding the right place for you and your family to live can be a little bit overwhelming. If that's you, we're here to help. Reach out to us by phone or email, and we'll go to work to help you find your new home.
Now let's dive into everything you need to know about living in Flower Mound versus living in McKinney. We're going to talk about the population, crime rates, schools, so stay tuned to the end when we'll also talk about the housing.
First, let's talk about population and size, because there is a big difference in size between the two cities. As of 2022, McKinney had a population of just over 200,000 people, while Flower Mound comes in at around 79,000. McKinney's not only larger in population, but also in landmass, as their city covers over 62 square miles. And Flower Mound has an area of just about 43 square miles, part of which is taken up by Lake Grapevine.
Now let's talk about locations. That is one of the biggest things that sets Flower Mound and McKinney apart. This is something that could help you make your decision in between the two cities, because they're on opposite sides of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. If you're needing access to DFW Airport, Flower Mound is definitely closer, being located only 15-minute drive to the airport, where McKinney is about a 30-minute drive depending on traffic. McKinney is north of Dallas, and it's about a 30-minute drive to the downtown area, and at about an hour drive to downtown Fort Worth. And Flower Mound is about a 40-minute drive to both downtown Dallas and downtown Fort Worth. Location is definitely something you want to take in consideration when it comes to the Dallas traffic. If you're calculating drive time from work or the airport, if you travel a lot, it can be really helpful when you're deciding where you want to live in the Dallas area.
When it comes to things to do, both Flower Mound and McKinney offer a wide variety of things. If you're an outdoor person, Flower Mound is known for their public parks, miles of hiking and biking trails, and having access to both Lake Grapevine and Lake Lewisville. Lakeside DFW in Flower Mound offers a really cool weekend scene if you're looking for great restaurants and live music. And then there's the Riverwalk with new restaurants and beautiful scenery. McKinney also has some great parks and open spaces. They're really known for their historic downtown area with lots of shops and restaurants, as well as their art scene and the cultural district, performing arts center, and arts commission. Both cities have lots of events throughout the year as well. McKinney ends each year with their big Home for the Holidays Christmas event, where their downtown area turns into a quaint Christmas scene from a Hallmark movie. And Flower Mound is known for their big Independence Festival every July that has a children's parade, a car show, food trucks, vendors, and they end the night with live music from some pretty top artists and a huge fireworks display.
So one of the biggest things that people moving to the area notice that Flower Mound does not really have an official downtown square like McKinney. Probably the closest thing that Flower Mound has to a downtown square is Parker Square. Parker Square has coffee and breakfast places, restaurants, shops, as well as a farmer's market on most weekends. They also have a car show and other events throughout the year. Before we get into the best places to live list, tell us, what is your top make or break must have in the city you choose to live in? Drop a comment below.
So when you look at awards and recognitions or a list of great places to live, Flower Mound has quite a few. In 2021 alone, Flower Mound made Money Magazine's Top 50 Best Places to Live report as the 4th best city to live in the entire U.S. According to a study by Smart Asset, Flower Mound is the number 4 most livable small city in the U.S. and was the only Texas community in the top 25. Flower Mound is also the number 3 best suburb to buy a house in the DFW area, according to niche.com, and was named the number 9 best suburb to buy a house in Texas. Niche.com also ranked Flower Mound as the number 7 best suburb to raise a family in Texas. And they recognized the town as the number 1 best place to live in Denton County and the number 11 best place to raise a family in all of Texas. When it comes to safety, Flower Mound is the 25th safest city in Texas, according to SafeWise. And in 2020, Flower Mound was ranked as one of Texas' fastest growing real estate markets, coming in at number 2 on the list, just behind Austin. McKinney also made the Money Magazine's Best Place to Live in America list in 2014. And just last year, Livability ranked McKinney at number 60 out of 100 best small to mid-sized places to live in the U.S.
Changing gears, let's talk about crime rates, because we get asked about crime rates in the Dallas suburbs. We went to citydata.com crime rate index to find that in 2019, the crime rates in Flower Mound was at 63, which is 4.3 times smaller than the U.S. average. And in 2019, the crime rates in McKinney was 98, which is 2.8 times lower than the U.S. average.
Another big question that we get asked a lot is about schools. Whether you have school-age kiddos or not, you'll probably want to know about the school district of the city that you're moving to. If you have kids, you obviously want to make sure they're in a good school. But secondary to that, school ratings can greatly affect home values. The town of Flower Mound is mostly served by the Louisville Independent School District, with the western part of town being located in Argyle ISD. Because of the size of McKinney, 2/3 of the residents are in the McKinney Independent School District, and the remaining third are part of Frisco ISD, Prosper ISD, Allen ISD, Melissa ISD, Lovejoy ISD, or Salina ISD. So how do they compare? Well, the public school districts serving both Flower Mound and McKinney were scored about the same according to the Texas Education Agency. You can check out txschools.gov website to see their ratings. But quite honestly, if you're like us, you'll probably be looking beyond the ratings and looking at where your kiddo best fits. When it comes to schools, we would really encourage you to go visit the schools that you may be interested in. Take a tour. Ask the questions that are most important to you and your family. Find out what classes and programs they offer that best fit your child's needs. Outside of K through 12, Flower Mound offers access to North Central Texas College and Midwestern State University. And McKinney is home to the Central Park campus of Collin College.
Now let's talk about home prices and the difference in homes in between Flower Mound and McKinney. Both cities offer townhomes, condos, luxury homes, and golf course homes. However, a few things that separate the two cities when it comes to housing are McKinney offers beautiful historic homes. Many of these historic homes are just a short distance from all of the entertainment in the downtown area. What tends to draw homeowners to Flower Mound are the homes on the large acre-sized lots and the homes that overlook Lake Grapevine. When we talk about houses on large lots and with water views, you can probably guess that the prices will be a little bit higher. In 2021, the average price of homes sold in Flower Mound was just over $620,000. Let's break this down. The average home sold had a 4-bedroom, 3 baths, 3,000 square feet, built in 2000 on an average of half-acre lot size. Now let's compare that with McKinney. The average price home sold in McKinney in 2021 was just over $478,000. That would be an average for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house at around 2,600 square feet, built in 2005 on a 1/4 acre of a lot size. So you're looking at a little bit smaller of a home and newer or a smaller lot in McKinney for a lower price. It's really a trade-off. You can get a larger home on a larger lot size in Flower Mound, but you'll definitely have to pay a little bit more for it. As far as other housing expenses, you'll likely need to take into consideration HOA fees in both cities. There are probably more housing options in McKinney without HOAs than in Flower Mound.
Then there are property taxes to consider. Surprisingly, taxes are actually a little bit higher in McKinney, except for those homes within Frisco ISD. But here's the deal. Depending on where you live, you may have to pay some extra taxes. There are special districts, MUDs, WCIDs that tack on extra taxes beyond your typical city, county, and school taxes. These are definitely costs you'll want to consider before buying a home in either of these cities. And quite honestly, you'll want to be aware of these kind of taxes in any of the Dallas suburbs. If you have any questions about living in either Flower Mound, McKinney, or any other Dallas suburb, reach out to us. We would love to help you.
If you'd like to know more about another one of the best Dallas suburbs, check out our next video.